Alexa, 100% volume.
What I owe you, yeah, I know that I can't do no wrong. And when I owe you can come, my love won't do you no harm. And I feel nice. That's your little spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexa.
I feel.
Stop. Welcome today's guest, Mr. Kadeem. He's a family man, he's a fighter, he's a great dancer. Welcome to my show, bro. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm pretty good, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, bro, you were looking tired when you came through there. I was like, did you get enough sleep?
Yeah, I get enough sleep, innit, yo.
I mean, I know you're a family man right now, so you gotta work harder, you gotta go take care of the family, kids.
I mean, of course, I guess it's more like a, how do you say, work hard, play hard sort of thing, innit?
Yeah.
But I mean, when you get to a certain age, you don't really play as hard, innit?
Yeah, how old are you right now?
I'm about 23.
23, 24. Okay. So you're not that old, bro. Just, you know how they, I think the Chinese philosophers have these where they go like, oh, everyone has like 12-year cycles of life. So you have the first 12 years where you kind of grow from a child into like a teenager, and your life is like the first steps of your life is from 12. Then the second is 12 to 24 is where you find your place in the world, and 24 to 36 is where you actually growing.
Okay.
And becoming the person you want to be. So that's pretty interesting. I came across that, I don't know, a few months ago actually. It was like a Chinese philosopher, I don't know his name.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Yeah, don't fact check me on that. I might just make that up. So
Nah, but that's crazy. Do you reckon it's because of the, what do you call it now? Chinese calendar, New Year's. So you got the,
yeah,
that sort of thing, that's what it was.
yeah. So they got 12 years, intervals basically. So I'm a rabbit actually. I thought I was a tiger. Sort of God.
You're Robert.
Yeah.
I've always been an ox, innit?
You're an ox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wanted to be a dragon.
Dragon.
Yo, it's so messed up that they have these years. They have like cows, rabbits. They have like dragon, and the contrast between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that confused me, why does a dragon come through a cliff?
I mean, it's a dragon, bro.
I mean, a dragon can fly,
Right.
innit? Yeah, bro.
I mean, why would they have such contrast between these? Like, they have like cows, snakes, they have all these horrible shit, and they have like dragons. Make them all nice, you know? Make them all inclusive, you know, as they say. The PC culture.
Nah, I know what you mean, but obviously, like, the one mythical creature came to the cliff.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused, innit? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you know, look back to like King George, he slayed the dragon, the Indian flag. I was like, bro, how is dragon not just fly across the water?
Yeah, I mean, every culture has a mythical creature. Meaning Middle East, we have the phoenix. We call it Oculus. Oculus. So, that book you were looking at right there, top left, is called Shahnameh, Book of Kings. It's basically a Persian mythology. So you know how Greeks have their own kings and mythologies and stuff like that?
Okay.
In Iran, we have Shahnameh. It's the second largest poetry ever written in history. Okay? So he tells the story in Farsi, in the language of poetry. So every line rhymes together.
Really?
And it's very fascinating. Yeah, it's 30,000 lines, and it tells the story of, it's kind of like myth mixed with reality, because it was written in 7th century, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So it tells the story of kings. It's got fantasy in it, and it's like the way they used to teach young people growing up, because it's got very good valuable lessons in it, like Bible, like other mythologies in different cultures. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So-
know what you mean.
We've got Oculus, which is very nice, and we've got demonic, evilish creatures too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of demonic evil creatures are you talking about?
Shaitan. Yes. That's the hawk. That's Shaitan. So where are you from originally?
Me, well, family-wise, my grandmother was born in Grenada, which is like a small Caribbean island.
Okay.
Basically, like, if you look on the flag, you see like this little tiny little thing, and it was just a piece of nutmeg in it, so it was known as like the Isle of Spice in it. Back in those days. I think we was commandeered or conquered by the Spanish or something. It was Spanish.
Were you born here?
I was born here, yeah. I was born.
So your first gen immigrants? Your parents came here, or?
No, my mum was born here as well. But it was a bit of a weird one, innit? So it was like during the transition, I know the first few of my mum's brothers and sisters were born there, and then some of that were born over here. Then they just flew over, and then they were just kind of coerced over here. Like, which, in my opinion, was the wrong idea, innit? You should have stayed there over there. It was nice and warm and shit. So I was like, okay. Do you know what I mean? And then my dad's side, my dad was born here anyway, innit? So it was like my granddad, grandmother was from like Jamaican side, you know. I don't know what else in Jamaica, but people ask me enough times, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, I noticed this with every immigrant, you know? Not that you're an immigrant, but everyone's whose parents or grandparents were immigrants, they kind of teach they have to, they want to teach their culture or their background to their kids when they're growing up. Did they do the same thing with you? Like, do you know much about it, or is it like you're more westernized?
I'll probably say more westernized. There's bits that carry through in terms of culture. I'd probably say like in terms of like lessons you learn as you grow up. Probably say like discipline wise, you probably be a bit more from the culture.
Yeah, I know the stereotypes, bro.
Yeah, the stereotype, getting beatings and whatnot, innit?
Yeah, we have them in Middle East too, bro. You get whooped all the time.
Yeah, of course. Nowadays, it's called child abuse, and then child line get called, and then kids get taken.
It's just,
which is just fucked, innit? Because sometimes them just need a little beating.
The kids aren't. Not that I have a kid. I'm like 21, but if I had a kid, you need to be able to discipline him.
Yeah, it's not like more time. Like when I was growing up, like on the real, my mum hit me like once, bro. It was. I remember. I think I was like 9. I know most of them probably surprised, but yeah, I was like 9 years old. I think me and my sister was just play fighting. My mum just had enough of it, yo. So she was bossing the room. Like she clapped me and my sister, innit?
What did you do?
I don't know, just fighting, innit? Like we're supposed to be sorting out all our clothes, innit? So it was like basically like it was me. Like for those who don't know, I used to grow up in a house full of women, innit? So yeah, for the record, women are cruel, you know. Can't lie,
bro.
when you're growing up.
They could be. They could be.
It can be so cruel, bro. Yeah, it's just fucked. You think having a brother is mean, it's just a physical beat down, but a woman just,
Getting whooped from your dad is worse though. Because he can actually hurt you. When mom hits you, like, you know, I can tolerate it. Because I remember once my dad bought me a bicycle. I was like 5, 6, maybe 7 at the time. It was a yellow bicycle. I loved it. And I go on the streets with the boys of the boys around the neighborhood, and we just ride. We, have races. And one day we have this, there's this minivan thingy, right? And it's been parked in 2 streets down for like months. It's not been touched, and the windows are even down. It's not been touched. Okay, so the boys are like, okay, let's go check this car out. We can sit in it, we can play with it. We go there, we roll down the windows. This car is trash. Like, it looks like trash. It looks like some homeless people have been sleeping in it at night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it looks bad. And the windows are dirty, the seats are dirty. Nothing seems to work. The tires are flat. So we're checking the car out. One of my friends at the time picks up a rock, smashes one of the windows in. They're like, okay, this guy is trash, guys. Let's just use it, have some fun like this, right? And we at that time, 6, 7 years old, you're very impressionable,
Oh yeah.
Some of your friends do something, you're like, oh, that's cool, I want to do it too. So all of us, pick up rocks, and we just smash this vehicle in. Just break the windows, ruin the seats. It had old leather seats. We tried to mess around with the steering wheel. We weren't strong enough to do anything to it. Long story short, a week later, I hear a bell.
Oh, shit.
And there's like 3 people, 3 grown adults, one with a thick grey mustache.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, is Mr. Hashemi home? It was referring to my dad. And he's like, it's about your son. He goes down, I'm upstairs looking from the window because we were living in an apartment flat.
Oh yeah.
And I'm shitting my pants, bro. My dad comes upstairs, doesn't even say anything. Grabs me by, what do you call this?
Oh, like the scruff of the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
The neck of the shirt.
Grabs, beats me in the, slaps me in the face, throws me into the bathroom, turns off the light because we didn't have, the apartment flat, there was no windows. It was complete darkness.
Yeah.
He puts me in there for, I think maybe full day.
God damn.
So, and I hear him arguing with my mom because he's like, yeah, the boys did this and everyone's left and they all pointed the finger to you. All pointed the finger to me. So everyone's gone. I was the only one they could find. That cost him some money to get that fixed.
Fuck, man.
So that was one of the early stories. And that ass whooping, I never did something like that again.
Yeah, bro. I was the
I
same.
never did something like that again.
Bro, fully. After that day, yeah, literally, because man just dropped his head in it after mum slapped me in the face, bro. I was like, yo, fucking hell, that hurting it. Square in the nose, bro.
Did you do anything crazy when you were a kid?
A few things, innit? But she didn't hit me after that. But more time, I kind of avoided those things, innit? I'd probably say, yeah, like I run in with the law at one point. When I was about, say, 11 or so, because I used to chill around my side, innit? But obviously, you don't fuck about in your own area, innit? It's just like, you don't eat and shit and sleep and shit in the same place, innit?
Yeah.
Sort of thing, innit?
That's true, bro.
So then I'd run down them ends. I used to see my mate who used to live down there with his Marge. And obviously, like, one day we was just messing about in, like, in outdoor setting, and then, rah. We ended up getting our hands on setting, and it was like, rah. It was like, we walked away with that one, so it was like, I was like, cool.
Right.
Then I went home that night, had a little dream. And I was
Had
like,
a dream.
Yeah, I had a little dream, innit? Or maybe I was just scheming in my sleep, innit? I don't know, one of the
Okay.
two, innit? I think I was scheming in my sleep because, I was there thinking, I'm like, yo, I want some more, innit? Like, so I had a dream, thought of a plan, came back the next day, and then just told these man the plan, innit, while I was there. They just, that's it, we was leaving with a pocket full of stuff in it, and then,
Did you do it?
yeah, of course we did it. It was like,
Damn.
yo,
You were nasty little fiscals back then, you know?
yo, like, see, back in them days, innit, like, for most man them, innit, we used to like, all kind of anime shows and that sort of thing. It was like, what was it called? It was all Bakugan or something back in the day, innit?
Yeah.
Plus, if you remember them toys nowadays, now it's coming like, I don't know, like 12, 30, whatever on a pack. Like, it's these stupid prices, innit? You know what I mean? Innit? Like, even like getting like a tin of Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something was like coming like £40 or something stupid, innit?
Yeah.
So then literally,
Is that what you used to do, like, all the time?
no,
Are you a different person from who you... Do you remember your childhood?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
10, 11, 12?
Nah, I'll be real. Like, back when I was little, I would say I was more sensitive back then.
Okay.
More of a sensitive kid, innit?
Were you still this calm person? Because every time I talk to you, you talk low, you know, you're kind of like always conserving energy, you know? Kind of like, yeah, how you doing, bro? I'm good, what's up? You know, like, you keep your enthusiasm under control at some moments. It's like everyone like can jump up and you're like grounded all the time, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Were you always the same person, or was that a personality trait that developed over time?
Probably, I don't know, probably all the time. Like, if you live through life and see things and that, like, it's that essence of realism I say, and it keeps you more grounded. So when you understand how things work, innit? Like, once you understand that no one owes you anything and you can't really expect anything. Because there's been times where, like, I don't know, let's say for instance, I was back in like high school, innit? And then one of my friends asked me to come to church with them, innit, and see what going on, innit? So then I've trekked across wherever, gone to this church, and then she was telling me prior to this, innit, like, oh yeah, you're gonna get a gift and da. Bro, if you seen how active my imagination was back then, it was fucking weird. Yo, it was like,
You were seeing some peaches in your dreams, huh?
Bro, at that age, it was like, bro, then I was thinking, right, man's gonna walk away with some Dre beats or sitting in it. Yeah. And then I didn't think of no logic and I thought so. I was like, right. And then I was thinking about, like, who the fuck brings Dre beats to church and it's give to someone else? Like, that's not a thing, is it?
Yeah.
And then obviously it come through, get this gift and it's just like a booklet, bro, and I was thinking,
Booklet.
yeah, it's a booklet innit, about God and whatnot, and I was thinking,
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember ever getting a gift that I wanted when I was a kid. You know, it's always like shit that I don't need. You know what makes my son happy? Here's this book. Read it, son. It will make you very wise. I'm like, I don't want this shit, woman. Yeah, give me a yo-yo. Give me a chessboard. I got a chessboard which I learned chess from. That was a pretty nice gift.
No, I can't lie. I used to like them kind of essence of games. It was one of those ones where I could go to one of my uncles and be like, yo, let me challenge you to a game of chess, innit? Because then like
you're good at chess, aren't you? I never played with you.
I don't say good. I'm saying I'm decent. Like, I don't say decent, but I can play.
Because I've heard people say you're good at chess, so I got a chessboard right there. I haven't got all the pieces though.
Have you not got all the pieces?
No.
I've literally got one on my yard. It was one I got from my dad actually. It's like it looks like an old medieval kind of chessboard, innit? Like shit. Like I remember one day, me and my mate was playing down on the river. I can't remember what river it's called. It runs through like Charlton or something. Was playing down there.
In Manchester.
Yeah. And then like literally, just had the youngster in the primary was sleeping, so we was playing a quick chess game. Was playing, and then we left, and then literally got back hours later. Come to when we play another game, innit? Yeah. I realised I'm missing like a night or something, bro. So we went all the way back to
for a night piece.
Yes, bro, for a night piece, bro. This is no joke, innit? Like went all the way back to get that one piece, bro, and we found it. Bro.
Did you find it?
Yeah, we found it. It was like wedged in, like it fell down the gap in it, and the like bench we was sitting on. So we went,
okay,
counting all the pieces.
You're lucky, bro. You lose anything. I've lost so many stuff in Manchester, bro. You know, it's crazy. You know what's crazy? The most things I've lost in Manchester are jackets.
Jackets?
Yeah.
Bro, try a shoe, innit?
How do you lose a shoe?
A single shoe, bro.
How does that happen? It must be in a gym.
No, it wasn't even a gym, bro. Like
club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I don't even know, bro. Like, I'm trying to remember what I was drinking. I think that night I had a bottle of like famous grouse or something, bro. I don't know. It's some whiskey in it.
Okay.
Man was drinking that, like, bro. This is back in the day when I'm drinking hecky ones, innit? And then obviously, I might not name the club. You know, some people be like, "What? You went there? Oh my god!"
Yeah, we don't judge. You know, we just go to clubs.
Yeah,
have fun. That's all.
Of course, innit? That's just me, bro. I like my student prices, innit?
Yeah.
I ain't paying
free clubs, free bars.
Bro. No £10 for doubles, £5 on entry. I ain't fucking about it, bro.
Yeah. That's how you get your pre drinks. You know, go to these shitty bars, get your £1 drinks.
Yeah, of course, bro. Courtyard was one of the worst because it's always packed as fuck, innit? But yeah, literally, one thing left to another. I can't remember. Someone said they seen a shoe fly across the club, innit? When I'm recollecting.
A shoe fly across the cover.
Yeah, these were a new pair of shoes as well. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Did someone take it off? Or
I probably took it off, threw it across the club because literally, like, I woke up. Yeah, I was.
How does that even happen?
I was just waved in it. I can't lie. I've done a lot of things waved in it. There's a very much can vouch, and I've got videos and things, and I've just done things waved in it. It's crazy. And then literally, I just wake up. Yeah, I'm just sat on a bench and I'm thinking, rah. Well, before I woke up and I could feel breeze in my toes in it. So I was like, yo, what's going on in it?
Breathe in your toes.
Yo, I'm thinking, right, the homeless guy just get me on the slide and just take a shoe, and I was like, right,
free shoe. That's valuable for homeless people.
Bro, legit, no money for a taxi, nothing. So literally, I've called these man in it. I'm like, where he's at? And they're like, they've gone back in it. So I was like, cool. So then, literally, man just started walking with one shoe in it to go back in it.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. Walking with one shoe, was it cold?
Yeah, it was cold. It was like a wintry night. Walked with one shoe, got like halfway, took it off, put it on the other foot, and what?
Wait, what kind of shoe was it? Because
it was like
because you can't just put it left one and the right one. It was like
a fabric shoe. It was like a sporty one, innit? Kind of like, do you know the ones with the spongy sole?
Right.
Like literally, man.
And you didn't have any socks?
I had socks, bro. Of course I had socks.
Okay.
Thank God I had socks. Yeah, I was very lucky.
Yeah.
Literally walked away with like minor blisters.
Must have been a good leg workout,
Bro,
if you just
doing a stumpy foot,
Yeah,
innit? You were
stumpy foot.
all the way there, bro. With
Yeah.
can't remember if it was it. I had the left shoe on the right foot or something. One of the two, innit? And I was thinking which one's worse, just catching blisters on both my feet or squeezing my toe in the wrong in the wrong shoe, and I was like, it works.
Should have
out
done
either
the
way.
stumpy leg.
But yeah, it was good times. Good times, to be fair.
Good times, huh?
Good times. Yeah.
The old days.
Yeah, the old days. I say, because
I mean, what did you want to be growing up? Because I know you're into music and making your beats and stuff.
Initially, I don't know, when I was a little, like I'm talking very little, probably like back like year 1. You know, have the ones that's like, oh, do you want to be when you grow up? And then I'm saying like, oh, I'll policeman, fireman, all that type of shit in it, and I was like, but really, I don't know really, innit?
Right. Like, you're still into music, right?
Oh yeah.
When did that passion start to grow?
I think it was more in high school, innit? Because if I'm not even high school, when it first got like nurtured in a sense, was like in primary school. Because in my primary school, we had a head teacher who was very fond of. I keep fucking my mustache. I need to trim it. She was quite fond of steel pans. Like,
Steel pants. That's her name.
No, that wasn't. It was like Miss Dempsey, but she was fond of steel pans, innit? So, like, we'd have like a whole section of the hall where just benches went across, just sectioned where it was steel pans. So then you'd have the tenors on the front, the double tenors. You'd have the bass, double bass, all sorts on the drum kit. So we essentially had like, let's see.
So which instrument did you start to play?
Like probably like 4 or 5 different ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you start in like year 5, they do like little trials to find like who's really on it, like who's got the potential to learn the thing, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, fuck it, innit? Why not put some work in?
Yeah. And what did you learn?
I started on the tenors. I started just playing the tenors, innit? So then, and then eventually in like year 6, I literally did the bass, double bass. And then, like when we was going into like year 6, like year 5ish, because I was like one of the only boys amongst a group of girls again, because all the man them just dropped out, like they were like nah, and then all the girls were just there, and now it was me, year 5, playing with the year 6 girls, just doing my thing and learning what I'm learning.
That's good. Yeah, I like that the schools do that. They just make you try everything when primary school. The people who don't like it, people who don't stick with it, they drop out.
Yeah.
And the people who do, that's how they grow. They do it with sports too,
Oh yeah.
Football, cricket, baseball. Because that was when I was 15. That was 2015. Yeah, I was 15 at the time. I played baseball and cricket for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't find it really fun. I was really good at it, but I stuck with football majority of my high school days. It was like a couple.
Were you good at football?
I'm not bad.
Not bad.
I'm not bad. I can if we go to a field right now and we play, I can keep up, bro, with even people who have more experience or have played since they were really young. Because football is big in Middle East too. Yeah,
it's very big, isn't it?
It's very big. Yeah. I know they haven't won any cups, or they don't have famous clubs like that. Because in those countries, you don't really earn much money from those things.
I'm sure especially in Iran as well, it's more of a wrestling thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're a wrestler. You used to wrestle. You still do.
A little bit. So I've not more recent, but I could still get down.
Yeah.
It's very, for me, I'll say it like this, when I was younger, it was hard to find people to spar with, if you get what I mean, innit? Because I was a big kid, innit? And being that big, people just feared the strength in it. Cause I was.
How did you start going into wrestling?
Wrestling. That started through a good friend of mine, innit? I met him through a friend at high school. He said to me, yeah, you should come to the rugby club, innit? Come try it out, see what I go on. And I was like, right, yeah, fuck it, innit? Went to his gaff. Then it was like pre-season, end of year 9. So literally went for the first session. Met all these Donnies, innit? And then I think one of which came like a close friend of mine from still now. And then literally just did the whole session with them, man. And they were like, yeah, we got sessions Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So I was like, okay. And then after being down there, I think my mate went on holiday. I just started making my own way down there. Just literally me, jumped on the 1-0, walked all the way down Baltimore Road, taking turns, got to Disbury Rugby Club, started doing that. And then when it got to the end of that first season I played, we was doing pre-season again. And then I went with some of them man who used to do wrestling prior to that. And then they started doing that for the summer. And then they showed me like freestyle wrestling bits and pieces, innit?
Okay,
But,
like grappling.
yeah, but I can't lie. Yo, the Iranians there, yo, they ain't no fucking joke, bro.
Yeah.
They don't fuck about.
Yeah, I'm probably the most pussy Iranian when it comes to wrestling, bro. I went to the wrestling club, right? It was called the Y Club, right?
Oh yeah.
And there's small kids, there's big kids, there's some huge motherfuckers there, right? Some fucking 300 pounds of muscle,
bro.
shredded dudes.
Did you see Mo?
Yeah,
The
I've seen Mo.
Greco-Roman wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's fucking dangerous.
I
isn't it?
started wrestling. It was my first session.
Mm.
I get my ass beat by everyone, because the way you do the wrestling, you have your routine. Like you run, you warm up, you stretch.
Yeah.
I was done during the stretching part, bro. I was done because I went in, bro. I had my tank top on, right? I'm like, I'm looking kind of good. I lift weights. But it's different when you wrestle, when you do any kind of martial arts. The training is different. It needs more endurance. It needs more.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's just on a different ball game. You know, it could be a high class worldwide bodybuilder. You go onto the wrestling mat, you get your ass beat by a skinny kid.
You get twisted, bro.
Because they learn how to use their muscles. They develop that endurance, muscle endurance. So I get my ass beat by guys who are shorter than me, lighter than me, heavy. Fun fact, I kept up better with people who were same height or taller than me and around the same weight class.
Oh yeah.
It's like if they were shorter or lighter weight, I
So,
kind of didn't know how to handle that, because they know how to take advantage of that. They were used to that,
Yeah.
Because if you're a short person, you have easier access to the legs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I was getting consistently beat up. I went there a few sessions, then I started training a bit with my friend. He's called Tala. He's like 5'4",
Yeah.
and he's got like silver and gold wrestling medals. He's very strong. So even though this guy is super short, he wrestles with dudes double his size. So he's used to that. His strength is explosive, and he knows how to take advantage. He's got that fighter's mentality.
Oh yeah.
So again, I traded with him a couple sessions, just one-on-one aquatic center.
Oh yeah.
And I kept getting beat up, but I learned a few lessons. I learned how to have a correct stance, the fundamentals, the basics, and I stuck with the routine. Even if I'm not grappling with someone, I just do that same training routine, because I find it is better than just weightlifting.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Because you weight lifts and you kind of do the same motion. Makes your hypertrophy, makes your muscles bigger and stronger, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's useful muscle. So if you get into a fight in the street, you could throw a punch. It couldn't mean anything, because you could throw punches. The person dodges, you're tired.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect. The person gets you back.
Yeah, that's true. 100%. Nah, I know what you mean, innit? Like, I can't lie, having the foundation of just that scrummaging rugby background did help a little bit, because a lot of that is like anaerobic. Because bro, you can be going from a light jog to a sprint to then a tackle to then driving your legs up and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you mean when it comes to like shorter people. Well, that was me most of the time, because most of the guys outgrew me, innit? Like, I say, like, what? I ain't disclosing no height for no bitches still, Can't be giving out the secrets yet, man.
Yeah, maybe we don't need to get into the secrets yet, but rugby strengthens your core, right?
Yeah, a lot of it.
So that's what you needed. You needed a lot of core strength when it comes to any sort of martial arts.
Oh yeah.
Especially with wrestling, you need lower body strength and core strength.
Yeah.
Because that's how you push it. If you just use your force, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna burn out.
Oh yeah, very easy.
And
Like,
what you said, some cultures do have that wrestling DNA where the background that they come from, they start very early.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, every country has that. In the UK, it's football.
Yeah. It's disappointing though, because if it was wrestling, because I heard, like, I know some man that went to Burnage and they said they had a wrestling club, and I was like, And I started thinking to myself, yo, my mum sent me to the wrong school, innit? If I got to go to Burnage, I would have probably enjoyed myself and just endeavoured in sports and things that I actually wanted to do, like things that piqued my interest, sort of thing. Because like the school I went to, fuck man, yo, every PE lesson was like, yo, they drag you outside, football.
Take half an hour to get ready.
Yeah, man, it's just fucking long, innit? Like, I got to the point where I was just there, like, bro, if I'm playing football, at certain points of football, like, I'll just be like, alright, I'll just try, innit? Because there's nothing else to do, innit? Or I'll just fucking play defense, innit? Because I can't be asked. Because most times, man, they're like, either I'm in centre back or I'm in goal, innit? Those are my two options, really. I ain't playing upfield, innit? Like, but then as I got a bit older, I was just like, yeah, fuck it, innit? Who cares if I play upfield? I'll be striker this game.
I mean, is that all you have? Football, baseball, cricket?
We did other things. Main one was football. Like, majority of the time was football, if anything. Like, even after a certain point for the 5 years, there was a group of kids who just hated football. Like, they were sick of it, innit? Because either they knew it was going to be last picks and there was nothing else to do, so then literally teachers made the exception and said, okay, if you don't want to play, then we'll allow you guys to just literally just run laps around the pitch.
I don't have anything else. Damn.
And they did. So then we did, I mean, until we got this new teacher that came in, we did tennis, because we had a little tennis court built at the back. Sometimes basketball, innit? Can't lie, a lot of time in basketball, a lot of the football guys thought they were sick, innit? Like, it was just a bit, like, I know the athleticism's still there, but like, come on, it's a bit different.
Basketball, yeah, it's definitely different.
Cricket was definitely one. Maybe rounders. We did hockey. Hockey got dangerous.
Hockey?
Yeah, I ended up hitting the ball in some guy's face one time. It was actually crazy.
Damn.
Yeah,
You didn't wear any headgear?
No, we don't wear no headgear. And then if we was going on to like fitness, then we'd do like Cooper run, where you run for like 12 minutes straight. Or we'd do like, you know, athletics, where we'd do the sprinting, hurdles, 1500 type shit, innit?
Yeah, I mean, the school I went to was a school in Middlesbrough when I first came in here. It was called Acklam Grange High School. And they had this big field around the school. It was a big school. They had all sorts of different exercises and sports. They had like volleyball, basketball, football, cricket, baseball.
You had to play rugby. Being in the Midlands.
They had rugby too, but I never played it.
You should have played it.
And then, but I was naturally good at ping pong because I was playing it in Iran. So that's how I excelled at it. Like when I first came to the school, I was already, you know, one of the best there. Okay. Because, you know, I was naturally good at that type of sport. Tennis as well. Tennis I found I was naturally talented at it. But other things, I didn't focus too much on it. I got to play ping pong and tennis as much as I could. But
how'd your backhand, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's one of the main ones in table tennis and thingy as well, tennis. Just the backhand as well, backhand serving.
Yeah, the backhand.
Yeah.
Ping pong is pretty fun. Ping pong is very fun. I think it's very underrated.
It is underrated. 100%.
Very underrated.
Like, it was very rare to play that. That was probably like one of the highlight ones as well. Especially with playing doubles, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know what beer pong was when I came to the UK. I was like, you guys are desecrating this holy sport. You guys are disrespecting my sport. What are you guys doing?
On the table, everything, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was so pissed. I was like, what is this? What is this haramat? What is this? Get rid of this.
No, it's good stuff. I think sports are super necessary. Like, most now, I don't want the kids to be too drawn to electricals and all that shit. Like, the sports does build character.
Yeah, because you have a son now. Your boy Emilio, right?
Yeah.
He's how old is he? 3, 4?
3 now. Yeah, 3.
3. Has he started playing any sports?
I mean, not fully, but to be honest, from what I was seeing from when he started walking, you know, we do bits of football in it, and I've seen that a lot of the time when he kicks the football, he always uses his left foot in it, and he's right-handed. I can't remember. I heard one of my friends say like left foot, right hand. That's a rarity or something, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty rare.
And I was thinking to myself, let me nurture that still, because it seems like it could be a potential thing he might like to do.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, he does quite have an active imagination.
That's very good. I feel like a lot of parents don't focus on exercise, the physical aspect of growing a child, especially in this day and age. They just They just don't want to hear anything from the kid. Give him a tablet. Just shut him up.
Oh,
Just
no,
shut
no,
up.
no.
Don't talk to me. Shut up. And just put him to sleep.
Yeah.
So they kind of neglect on that side, and I think it's super important,
Yeah,
especially
super
kids growing up,
Like,
especially for boys. I would
yeah,
say.
for boys, I'd say it's more of a. It's detrimental in my opinion, because if you don't take them out and do something like physically active, then it's just gonna be running right in your yard and screaming and shit, and it's just like
Yeah, and when they grow up, they're gonna be more socially awkward because they
Yeah.
never had that outlet,
yeah,
and they
sort
don't
of
gain
thing.
that confidence in that
To be
because
fair,
it's very important.
I say
Yeah.
compared to me, I say it's pretty confident. Like even when we go out and he's with like probably like random people, we've seen random kids in the park. I'm like,
Mm.
go say hello, go talk in it, go make friends in it, because you're an only child at this point in time, innit? I can't always be running after you, innit? I know you like to, I always play with him, innit?
Yeah.
But I'm just like, yeah, just go say hello, and I know some kids may not take to it too much. Some don't, some do. It depends how they are, innit?
Yeah, kids are assholes at this age, bro.
Oh yeah.
I've seen so many kids, bro, not disciplined, don't do anything, and they're fucking pain in the ass, bro.
Screaming and shit.
Screaming, rude. Yeah, they just come in, look at you, and just take whatever they want. They don't
Bro.
care. But I mean, they're kids, though. Yeah, don't be triggered, people. Yeah.
It's one of them ones, bro. It's just straight.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. What's going on? Alright, this is...
For them kids there, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie to you, bro. Just straight.
For 1 second, I was like flabbergasted. I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's
But
it,
yeah,
bro.
This is a classic weapon, especially in Africa and Middle East.
old reliable, that one, yeah.
It has many names. It has probably as many names as God himself. Whip, kamarband, shalak. What do you call it? We got
We call it the belt.
the belt.
Yo, it's whenever you hear them ones, like when, especially if you got loads of siblings, and
Yes.
you hear your mum or dad say, such and such, go get me the belt from my room, or because my mum didn't have bare belts, my sister used to have a lot of belts in it, like because I've got two, like if all of my sisters older, I got 5 older sisters, yeah. Like the second one, she was like, yeah, go get the thick belt, and I'm like, what?
Thick belt.
Yeah, the big belt. I'm talking, bro. Yo, I'm probably talking like, probably like that thick, bro. Yeah. Like, do you know them ones that's probably like an accessory found on the waist or something,
Yeah,
for like
yeah,
a
yeah.
dress or something? Yeah, she was just like, go grab that
Depends
one.
on the fabric though, how much it's gonna hurt. Because usually if it's thinner, it's gonna hurt more because it stings in a lower. Yeah,
the
that's,
whippiness in it.
that's an actual whip.
We used to have what they called little canes, bro. As well. You know, I think it was like these, like, do you know the ones that used to hang curtains, like the old brown looking ones you probably get from like somewhere from like Corey Mile or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, them ones used to be in the yard, didn't it? I used to swing them in it. I used to swing it, and I'm thinking, whoosh,
They're dangerous, you know. You could if you hit someone in the eyes with that.
whippy. I'm telling you, dangerous.
But bro, I have memories with this. You burn the afterburn, you know.
Afterburn.
It's the afterburn.
I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah, but you know that's how they punish actually in Iran. You know, they have shalak. You know, shalak is the actual whip, like the Catwoman's whip, right? So you do something haram, let's say. Not everything. Usually, you just go to the prison. Let's say you sleep with the neighbor's wife. Just use it as an example. Just
God.
come with me.
Damn straight with the neighbor's wife.
Yes. And let's say hypothetically you have no influence. You don't go to masjid. You're like, you're a nobody.
Yeah.
They go in. They like, okay. The judge is like 69 shalaks. Ironically, 69 shalaks. You know,
Yeah.
because you slept with the neighbor's wife.
Damn.
And they take this whip
Just
all the way, and they just whip your back. Have you watched The Count of Monte Cristo?
No.
It's a classic story. Basically, he gets into a prison, and they just whip him for his birthday every year. You have to watch it. It's a great movie.
Okay.
And they do this. Usually, it hurts so much because the pain that it sends your nervous system, it kind of like overflows your brain.
Oh yeah.
And some people just die after the few first hits. Some people just go into a shock. And some people are just kind of like they don't feel it afterwards. So you hit them for 5 times. The pain is so much that the rest of it, they kind of don't feel anything. Just sitting there like,
Just
just drooling over themselves, you know, and it's crazy the sort of punishments they do. So this is
God.
the new age. In the old ages, in some villages, they used to cut your penile, they throw rocks at you, they cut your limbs, they do some crazy stuff there. They do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I've heard.
But as opposed to here, I don't agree with those punishments. But in here, you know, you can kill someone. Oh, it was manslaughter. You get 10 years. You kill someone's son. You get 10 years. You come out.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a bit crazy.
You want that balance, you know?
I can't lie. It's not even like mostly over here. I'll say probably in America.
Yeah.
The way some of them things get slid or slide, bro, is actually crazy, bro.
Yeah, the justice system is fucked.
It's fucked, bro. Of course it's
The
fucked.
ju-
It's a baby
juries.
nation, bro. That nation was only been established since when? So around 1600s or going past. And most of it had fucking the West in it, where it was a fucking desert land and fucking outlaws and shit, killing, murdering, raping, etc., etc.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean,
it is, isn't it?
I feel like America was its best late 90s, early 2000s.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, like that was the 90s, 70s. You know, that's the film area. That's the golden area, right? But when you think about it, you know, just overall 90s, 2000s was a good area. 2010s onward, just political climate, everything's going to shit.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking
Even most Western countries, I would say, it's like it's even UK right now.
But that's the thing, though, innit? Some people fail to remember that most of this shit that goes on, or in terms of like injustice or racism sort of thing, it started in this country. This is what it was basically the foundation of everything that began over there.
Yeah.
Like the same how we've got, you know, the Italians, the Irish, and so on, and Germans, and it started over here first, and then we just migrated over there and claimed some more land and made some shit fucked up, wasn't it? It's like how we look at is it apartheid? Like, bro, it's fucked these Afrikaans, innit? Like, you know, fair enough, they made their place, they settled, innit? But like, bro, the Dutch, German speaking people who literally imposed apartheid to suppress the South African man, which is like, bro, how can you say this is your land when you man were never here to begin with? You've migrated here, but then you somehow controlled the entire capital.
Yeah, I feel like UK has probably has had the most impact in just globally, right?
Yeah.
Like with the colonization, India.
Oh yeah, largest empire, so on and so on.
Because right now I'm working on a documentary. It's the separation of North Korea and South Korea.
Oh.
So basically the way it happened, you know, I'm just gonna spoil the documentary. You could Google this shit up. So World War II, you have US fighting with, you know, Russia, Japan, all those countries. So after World War One, Japan kind of Japan gets the upper half of Korea because it was one country at that time, right? They get one country. And after the World War II, they try to negotiate these lands, and they don't even invite the Koreans to the table. They're just doing them themselves. They're like, okay, we need to settle this thing. We need to settle the World War. So, U.S. wants to run their democracy in Korea. So, because Korea at the time, the leadership doesn't mean anything. It's under the control of the Japanese. And after the World War II, U.S. wants to
take that back or something.
Yeah, it wants to sort things out.
Yeah.
Because Russia, with its communist ideals, they just wanted a leader that's kind of like has the say so in everything.
Yeah.
You know, that social dynamic. So they kind of agreed to divide Korea in half. Lower half, US is like, okay, we're gonna do the democracy thing right there. We're just gonna let it run how they want. Capital of this country. North Korea, Russia and Japan, they put someone in power, Kim Jong-un's grandfather, and they're like, okay, we'll let him run. He gets into power, starts a war with South Korea. A couple of years into it, he's like, okay, we're gonna get the whole Korea, okay. And Russia and China helped North Korea with weaponry, They're thinking US is not gonna do anything, and US is like, you know what, this is kind of looking bad. We don't want that to happen. So they kind of aid in South Korea. They end up getting a couple million killed in that war.
Fuck, man.
The war ends. North Korea loses. So 5 decades later, you can see the comparison between North Korea and South Korea. It's like two different opposites,
Oh, yeah.
two different ideologies
Oh, yeah.
in the same country, or what used to be the same country. You got North Korea, which they don't even have internet, they don't have social media.
Okay.
If you try to run away, they shoot you and your whole family. You say anything about the leaders, they shoot you and your whole family.
Oh, shit. Really? Man, I play no
And they
games.
sell your organs.
So
It's
you-
crazy. Well, I don't know what I'm laughing at, but
That's bro.
what they do is crazy. And then you have South Korea, one of like the most technologically advanced countries, and that was because of, you know, the way they did it, the democracy, the capitalistic ideologies that they implemented in there, and it allowed people to grow their own businesses, grow what it is right now. So
Basically, it sounded like the Chinese Communist Party played
Yeah.
heavily influenced into what actually plays into like what's
yeah,
going on.
exactly,
You know?
exactly, and it's like UK, US, these Western countries, and Russia, China. These are like the countries that have had the most impact in other countries globally. They're just taking it, dividing it, running their own system,
Yeah.
kind of experimenting with it, and people are kind of ignorant to that because they don't know the history, they don't know how it's happened, and you know what this saying is, right? If you don't know your history, you're gonna repeat it.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
So China's done that with Korea. China is doing that within its own countries with Muslims. US is doing that. UK's done that everywhere.
Everywhere,
And
bro.
it's crazy.
Everywhere, bro.
What do you think though? What do you think like in the future? Is it gonna get worse? Is it gonna get better?
Oh, we're fucked, bro. Easy. Yeah, I'll say we're fucked, innit? I mean, just focusing on what's going on now with the whole coup or the COP thing that they're doing with Scotland. Yeah, first global warming. We got my G David Attenborough trying to sort things out. Like yo, but obviously you see David Attenborough talking about people. Yeah, bro, it don't look like he really cares about people. He cares more about the animals and the solar system and everything.
Yeah.
The brother gave us the secret to fucking, you know, making the world a better place before he fucking dies as well. So
Yeah.
it's just like, well, what more do you want really, innit? Because now I'm reading articles saying that fucking, Elon Musk's about to drop $6 billion to the World Food Program, when they're saying about last year they raised about 8.2 billion. And so it's just like, okay, so then if they're saying this amount of money solves world hunger, then how is it that they had this fucking money and, you know, they're still mad that hungry in it? So
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. World climate change and all that stuff. I feel like there's way more issues that take priority over world warming, like hunger, homelessness, internal government issues.
oh yeah,
But yeah, it's crazy because, you know, anything that goes up must come down, you know?
True.
If some nations get to power, they could stay there for hundreds of years, but they eventually come down. Same with the West.
oh yeah, 100%.
It's not going to be other countries that take us down. It's going to be internally. And you can see with the conflict inside, you know, between the left and the right, Labour Party, the Conservatives, Liberals. It's kind of like the internal issue where it's like this new generation, they're all babies. They can't talk to each other, you know?
Oh,
Everyone is a baby. And
it's a snowflake generation. at one
yeah,
point.
yeah,
I
and
mean, it's
people
actually-
get triggered when you say that, but it's true because every time you want to talk to someone about, you know, their issues or just discuss it, everyone loses their shit. Like,
bro, it's hurting
chill.
me that I have to live through this shit, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro.
I know, but I mean, I choose to have an optimistic point of view. I choose to think that everything is going to get better, but I mean, experience shows before everything gets better, everything has to get worse.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, things right now is at a rough spot with the political climate,
yeah, 100%.
and it's like we're reverting back in time. Like West is going on with more Eastern ideologies, where it's like more censorship, like China, Iran, Russia. more control over freedom of speech and all those crazy issues. But that's up for a long debate. Like those issues, and there's no straight answer when it comes to these stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But because you have a family right now, right? You have a son.
Yeah.
If you had to choose, where would you raise him? Like, in
Where?
what conditions? Yeah.
In what
Like, so let's say which country would you say has the best chances?
Best chances. Honestly, because some of the time I think more, not really education-wise, but more practicality of skills. Probably back home in Grenada or something like that. Just in terms of practicality. Because then he'd know how to survive, use certain tools. Like, it's not impossible to go to school and learn new things as well.
Go back to basics, basically.
Yeah, go back to basics, innit? And learn all sort of things, innit? Because, I don't know, a lot of time when I see him, he does remind me of me quite a lot to how I was when I was very little. But I can only hope that maybe he is a better version of me. Also, let's say a better version of me, just the best version of himself, as in, because it's sort of like in a similar way I look at things, isn't it? I would look at my dad and realise some of the things that he didn't do, but then it didn't change my opinion, because, like, for me, like, yeah, he may not have been in the household, but I still did love my father. It was just a genuine thing, innit? Like, I felt like, yeah, I had a strong bond with my father, innit? So I didn't really feel any type of way towards him. But, yeah, sort of thing. So, like, he would see, or probably, like, I'm not really going to sugarcoat it to him or even lie to him. I'll just tell him, like, from the mistakes I've made and things I've done wrong, innit? I'll just be real with him, innit? Because there's no point in trying to lie to him and tell him, oh, I did it. If I'd let him know from early, innit, Wagwan, he'll eventually understand the concept, and then we'll have, like, proper conversations about these things. And then he can learn from them mistakes to then probably be, the best man he can be, in it, or sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Because that's what we want for our families,
Yeah.
Like, you say, I want my child to be better than me. And that's true.
Yeah,
we don't want to turn them into a different version of ourselves, but kind of like you want to transfer your experiences and knowledge in life. Because I remember when I was like 16, 17, my mom used to tell me stuff. You're like, oh, this is a mistake. And I'm like, I want to make my own decision. A couple of years later, you get to the truth. You're like, yeah, she had a point. Because, when you're 18, 19, or even when you're like 10, 11, you're growing up, you start to learn about different things. You think you know everything, but you really don't until you experience things yourself. So I think that's really good, Trying to raise the children is kind of like having to train them. It's like being a life coach for them, like where you want to take care of every aspect of their life, where it's like physical, educational,
Oh yeah, 100%.
in whatever aspect you can do. So,
like, to me, like, or in my opinion, how I want him to see it is, it's trial and error in a lot of things. It's just trial and error. I just want him to understand. Even now, like, sometimes I'm with him and then, like, I tell him, get undressed in it. Like, he can do it on his own. I'm more than confident he can do it on his own. And then it was like probably times before he'd be like, oh, he's like, I can't. And it used to rub me wrong in it sometimes. I'm thinking, no, don't say it, you can't, in it. Like, keep trying, in it. I was like, if you only keep trying, you'll figure it out, and that's what he said. Just keep trying, you'll figure it out. Because eventually you're gonna, you keep wriggling, then that t-shirt's gonna come off, in it. Literally, you keep, like, I'll show him what to do, then he'll know exactly what to do. Like, even like putting his pants up and stuff like that, just working on getting dressed and sort of things. Like, eventually you'll get round to it. Like, there's things I'll make him do. Say, like, he wants a sandwich, I'll say, come, you're gonna make your own sandwich, you're gonna do this and that, and then you're gonna go sit down, eat, whatever. But it's just, I don't like hearing I can't. It's just like, just try. If you're not failed a few times, or keep failing repeated. Because it was like, we used to have this maths teacher, Mr. Kelso, innit? And he was like, we used to have this thing called My Maths. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It was like
have you heard of My Maths?
Yeah, it was like maybe you search up one time, and it was like something you do, like maths like thing on it. So like a lot of teachers will give you like maths homework to do.
The first one, yeah?
Yeah, that one there. A lot of UK students should know this one, My Maths, innit? It was like, basically it's got like a bunch of things you can learn, different modules. Say that's just like basic stuff, innit? You can do algebra, level 8, level 6, going on and on. And he said, look, I'm gonna set you homework to do. Let's go to the top one sec. Let me see if you can actually.
This year?
Go secondary at this top. Yeah, the top of the search bar there. Go up. Yeah.
Primary?
No, secondary. See where I've gone. I don't know. Back in the day, you could just do like a guest kind of thing, innit? But yeah, he set us like homework on there, and then basically he said if you try it 3 times, and then you don't catch it still, just bring in a note, and then I'll let it slide, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So then the first module he gave us was called trial and error.
Right.
Where it will say the number for this, or to find X, is between 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
So then obviously you try 4, you try 5, and then you do like decimal points in between that to try and get as close as you possibly can to that.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand it until he went through it with us, and then he was checking the thing in it, and he was showing everyone's name. It was like, yeah, 3 attempts. There was one girl in the class here, I think her name was Amina. Like only one girl in the class. She did it 45 times. 45 times. No one else. Everyone
she
did
got
it.
to the answer.
She managed to get 100% 45 times.
Right.
Just doing it all myself. So Sarah was just there like, look, she done it 45 times. All you lot did it 3 times. What does that say? And the reality of things is like, I know it's just like the kind of irony of the thing in it. It's just like, you look at the subject, it's trial and error.
Yeah.
So I think then he was kind of like gauging what the work rate would be like, but she was just like all over the class. So I was a bit like, made me thinking it. I was thinking, oh shit, she did it 45 times, and maybe we ain't trying hard enough, or we're not that invested into the whole thing.
That's good because children at that age that's where you build habits into them, and that's a good mindset to give them, where it's like it's not failing, because Thomas said it too. It was like, I didn't fail 1,000 times. Those 1,000 times, they just got me closer to the truth or the solution, basically.
100%.
So you can have it, you can look at it both ways. One way is, oh, I failed about anything in life. It doesn't have to be maths, it could be anything. You know, getting a job, getting the amount of money that you want, or you can look at it, oh, it's just from this failure, I'm getting closer one step to where I want to be.
100%.
And that's pretty good, you know, setting that up in children at a young age, because if you want to make them disciplined and you want them to grow on their own, those are kind of like the main basic things you want to teach them. And once you engrave those lessons in them, they kind of like naturally, like 5-6 years from now, when they're in their teens or young adult years, they kind of remember it.
Yeah.
Kind of becomes second nature to them, and that's how they develop into their young adulthood. So that's pretty good. I mean,
let me cut for a quick intermission break, innit?
Yeah, toilet break.
Yeah, man, I need to toilet.
Okay.
I've been holding that still, yo. Been holding that smoke, yo. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Just leave the seat up, yeah. Or is it a number 2?
Nah, number 1. You take over reliable with me as well. You paint to fold up.
Nah, bro.
Which door am I doing? Left or right?
Left. Yeah.
No, it's a few words, isn't it?
You watch MMA, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Look at this.
I've seen the intergender stuff, innit? Yo, I can't lie.
Nah, have you seen this title?
Being the next Conor McGregor is not a fucking plan.
Star mom's plea to son of her MMA dream.
Fucking hell.
So with this mom, she was so desperate. She went on social media. It says being the next Conor McGregor is not a fucking plan. That's something Conor McGregor himself would say that. You know?
You know what?
That's the son. That actually might be his own son, you know? Looks like him, kind of.
Yeah, you know what? It could be, you know.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of lawsuits about random babies popping up for this guy as well.
Yeah, we need to interview the mom. See what's up there. You know, never
that'd
know.
be a good shot. Honestly, with McGregor, like I love what he did for the sport. He basically helped Dana push this thing to the mainstream.
Yeah, that's
Isn't it?
true. Yeah, but he fell off. Do you think he's gonna come back?
Not a fucking chance, bro. Like, I'll be honest, I think Tony Ferguson had more chance of coming back than McGregor does. Bro, honestly,
What do you think? What was his downfall? Was it when he went into boxing, or was he when he had his first fight with Khabib?
I believe it was the inactivity. Like, a lot of it was just inactivity.
Because yeah, go ahead.
Like, I personally think if he stayed a bit more active, even if he was losing fights within the UFC, like, he still would have a few wins there to, show that he's still there. Because a lot of it was just, he just likes to cherry pick as well.
Yeah, he lost this fight, right? Dustin Poirier 3.
Yeah, he lost both of them basically.
So I think his downfall was after he went into boxing with Floyd Mayweather. So just let's look at the first fight he had with Poirier.
I'll
right?
be real, yeah. Boxing's a different level to MMA.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be real. Because when it comes down to it, yeah, like, it's a different kind of muscle endurance, which Conor does not.
When did he have the first fight with Poirier? Was it 2020? Is that right?
It was years back.
It was this fight. Okay, that's just
Um,
uploaded it. Like,
This is the only difference between this one and the other two fights is because these were at featherweight. Like, in a general sense, the thing that was crazy, even though he looked hella unhealthy at featherweight, yeah, he was the biggest featherweight going at that time. So, although he was depleted, he was hitting a lot harder than most of these guys in the featherweight division. But in my opinion, it would have been interesting to see him against Michael Johnson.
yeah, but look at how it fights here. We're gonna contrast it to his third fight. See, his hands are low.
Yeah,
He's agile, throwing kicks.
do you know what it was as well? Like, a lot of people, I think even Eddie Alvarez said, like, the way he used to warm up in the back, he would already be like 5 rounds in, so he'd always in like in a state of flow, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So once he's already NP'd into that state of flow,
He's in the zone basically.
yeah. So then,
But look at him. He's so relaxed. Do you see he throws?
confident as well.
He throws combos. His hands are light. He doesn't bring them up. He throws kicks.
That, and also the psychological side of things. He was very good at that as well.
Yeah.
He was a mastermind. It was like, I don't know. It's crazy.
But you see his hands?
Yeah.
See that?
He's
Now
ready.
go watch the third fight.
Still quite low.
See, he's
Yeah.
not. He's just staying in the same place.
That's because he thinks he can beat him at this weight.
Yeah.
The thing is, the only person he's beat at lightweight is Eddie Alvarez.
But I feel like he has a more boxing stance. You know what? Let me go back. See,
Yeah.
his stance is more neutral. He's not as fluid as he used to be back there. You see?
Yeah, if you bop it back to the first one, he's got more of the karate style. Like,
Yeah, his
Wonder
hands
Boy
are
combos.
higher. It kind of like he's
Yeah.
reverting back to the boxing training because his hands are higher. He's throwing boxing combos. He doesn't rarely throws any legs.
But
any
the thing
kicks.
is, like, he hits fast. Apparently, that's what they say. Innit? They say
Yeah.
he's pretty fast. Like, his accuracy and his speed is like what gets him the knockouts on these people. Because even though he showed quite a fair bit of animosity in the second one, the third one he tried to go back to the old Conor boy. It wasn't
But you
really-
see his hands.
I think no. Plus, yeah, Poirier was, he was way too big for this division, bro. Both of these guys were too big for this division. Like, the fact he was making featherweight was fucking ridiculous, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, in terms of endurance and
Is it just me or did Connor's skin shade kind of change? Look at it. Or is it the lighting?
to be fair, when you move out in LA, yeah,
Man went from a snow bunny to a charcoal snow bunny. Like if it was under the sun in Dubai for half an hour. Look at it. Look.
you know what, that's mad. Poirier maintains that Tanner as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good son, innit? Good son out there, bro. It's good for you. Good for you. But this fight was not good for McGregor, though. Because,
That's like 3 losses in a row.
bro, he got his legs snapped.
Not in
innit?
a row,
Like,
but
it was crazy.
that was painful.
Yeah, man. Like
Every time I see those, bro, I just cringe. I'm like,
yeah, the Dorito chip, innit? You get me? Who did it happen to now? It happened to someone again. It happened to Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, McGregor, and I think it happened to another guy that was fighting either Uriah Hall or Chris Weidman again. It was one of them two, innit? Like, I think it was Chris Weidman. He ended up breaking his leg like a second time, but it was... in fact, no. Not a second time. That was the first time it happened. It was very recent as well. Like, it was fucked, bro. His leg just... He threw the heaviest leg kick, bro. Like... Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. And then...
I don't know if I want to watch this.
No, you gotta see it, bro. Just wait for it, bro.
This is warning graphic.
Yeah, of course. Do you feel what I'm saying? Bro, it's the fact that he stood on it as well. He had so much confidence in stepping back on that
You can see the leg. You can see the leg. It was like...
Look. Watch it wrap around his leg. Oh, he got him good on the shin.
Bro, that man needs some calcium in his bones.
Do you know what? It's the way he just puts his weight back on it, like he's like...
Boy, I'd rather watch a human being eaten alive by a crocodile than watch this.
I mean, if I'm honest, I don't... For McGregor anyways, I don't feel like the Conor... the Floyd loss was as bad. Because, like I said...
It was a technical knockout, though.
Yeah, of course it was
TKO.
technical knockout, but it was more of like the fact that this guy has never... Like, he went to the 5th round with Diaz once. And keep in mind, when he had the fight with Diaz as well, he ended up getting his ass choked out. I can't remember what round it was. He was second.
Yeah, he's not good when he's on the ground. He's wrestling his jiu-jitsu. He's got like...
It's his endurance as well. Like, he's got the fast twitch. He can go a few, like, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, but then 3, 4, and 5, you're pushing it for him. You're pushing it.
Yeah, because what they do is like... Let's see the Nate Diaz one. Was it Nate Diaz 2, I think?
Yeah, he just kind of like kept his distance and kicked a lot, really.
When he was on the floor.
On the floor, that was the first one, actually. Yeah. It'll be the first one where he gets his ass choked out. Second one, he just managed to pull it for a decision. But in all, since... Well, that was the match thing. Since he did the bus attack with Khabib and that, after he slapped his boy, he kind of like... yeah, I'll be honest, Khabib broke him, bro. Yeah, he
made it personal with Khabib.
Yeah, I don't know.
Khabib, he's a
dangerous guy, bro. All round, isn't it?
He's like he's not Russian. He's like
what's it? Dagestan, you were saying?
Tajikistan or something. Yeah.
Something like
Those are some dangerous whites.
Bro, he literally grew up in the hills, in the mountains of the country. He was in the army from like 16, 17 to do conscription.
Yeah.
So look at that. Wait, how many strikes did he get there? Wait, let me see that.
What was it?
Wait, stuff about there. Because you see that fatigue.
Yeah, see, he's putting his weight on him. See?
There you go. Beat him up a little bit. Oh, this is the first one. This looks like the first one, bro. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Just the way he looked like he was getting fatigued there, and it looking.
This is the second one.
The second one, he just tried to keep his distance.
Look, this is when he gets tired, when he's getting pushed back.
Do you know what I mean?
Because that's tiring. Like people who haven't been in that situation, they think like, oh, this just slip. But like when you're wrestling, when someone else has their weight on you,
yeah, it's heavy.
It's tiring.
I remember, I think it was same place, innit? Like, bro, I was wrestling this guy, yeah. This guy's probably about 6'4". He just had a belly on him. He was a big guy, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm thinking, it's like, shit. I've got to come with some speed or something. Just try and get him out of him. I've got to be quicker, innit?
Yeah.
Keep moving. And then, obviously, I should have went, well, realistically, I should have went for more of a trip, innit? To get him on the ground, innit? But I was trying shooting for the leg. Tried that. Then, yeah, he just dropped the belly on me, innit, bro? And then he just rolls you over with his stomach, which is crazy, bro. And it's just like, bro, this guy, man. But there's other times where, I don't know, I feel like I've had man probably similar, I'll say similar weightish, but I can never find man that probably match my weight in it. Because it's just hard, innit? But with most guys,
I mean, if you have the technique, because I've seen my friend who was light, he was like 60 kg, beat guys who were 80 kg. But yeah, once they have you pinned down and their weight on you,
it's crazy. It's hard.
you're not getting out.
It's just a lot of scrambling to do. If you keep scrambling, then eventually you get out. It's like even sometimes when I do like jiu-jitsu scrambles with one of my guys, isn't it?
I don't think jiu-jitsu is as difficult. I never tried it though.
I can't lie, it's pretty difficult. It's like
Is it more difficult than wrestling, the training? Because it's usually, getting grappling and locking. You don't have that much push and pull that you have.
You need I feel like it's good to have the wrestling basis if you want to go into jiu-jitsu. Because then a lot of them, you see like BJJ competitions, you need to be able to take it to the ground.
Yeah.
Like, you need to, know how to trip or, scoop the leg and go for a single or double leg. But some, I've heard, because one of my mates, he's played like rugby for England and so forth. They won a few jiu-jitsu competitions. He even said that some guys just literally just go straight to their back in it because they don't know how to take down or they don't entertain that sort of part of the competition.
Yeah, but with wrestling, it's like a full body workout constantly because you're pushing against each other.
Yeah, you push and pull. Like, it's a similar kind of thing, innit? Because then, like, I'll say put in BJJ, judo, wrestling, similar. There's a similarity. There's a lot of similarities.
But when I see like jiu-jitsu, it's usually one person is lying on their back. They're trying to do some techniques. They're usually not standing on their leg. You know,
if you start in a proper competition, you start on your feet.
Okay.
You probably start on your feet.
Oh, then you go down. Yeah.
And then you'd have to take it to the ground and then try to work something out. But then also they say the key in that one, you don't want to give up your back at any point, otherwise you might be fucked, innit?
Yeah, once you give you back, that's how Conor tapped out in his first fight with Khabib.
But if you're, I'll say it's like this, if you're quite confident in it, you can give your back and still kind of switch it back around if you got the skills. Because even now, like, I watch things like, let's see, what was it called now? It was on there's a Insta page called Flow Wrestling. Like, I've just watch little things on that. They'll do like little talk through the little techniques and things. I'll just watch it proper and then I'll be like, okay, next time I wrestle someone, that's gonna be like the technique I'm gonna try to impose my will on.
I mean, it's some people have better training too.
Fuck,
like in Pakistan, Lahore, right? They some professionals, they wrestle in the mud.
Oh yeah.
So it makes them heavy.
Bro, have you ever tried lifting your fat or wet mud?
Yeah. So they wrestle in mud, So it makes, like, when we train next to the pool, that was a heavy atmosphere too,
Yeah.
So when you're training outside is going to be easier as a result of that.
Oh yeah. So it's like one of those things. It's like probably even train with a weighted vest on as well.
Yeah, weighted vest. Yeah. Training in the snow. That's hardcore,
bro. I like being warm, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather be choking for hot air instead of being stood in the snow and just like. But
some people do it. Some Russians, they just train naked in the snow.
Russians are fuck shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Russians are some dangerous whites, bro.
Bro, they're like the Vikings. Like, I don't know, innit? They've just.
I got Russian in me from my mom's side, because my mom's grandma, they immigrated from Russia too. Iran, yeah. They went to Azerbaijan, which is Armenia. That's how you know it.
Armenia. Oh.
And then they came to.
Have you been there?
No.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I want to make some films there, because if I go back to Iran, but
What do you mean,
Yeah.
bro?
The government, bro. It's run by China. They're gonna kill me.
What's going on in your home country, bro? That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
it's
out.
dangerous, bro. Dangerous times. So, but if I want to make any films, for,
Mm.
because I might want to make some Shahnameh stories,
Mm.
Book of Kings. If I want to do that, I probably have to go to the neighboring countries, Armenia, Pakistan.
I feel that 100%.
Because if you're on social media, you live in the West,
Mm.
and you go back to Iran, something's happening to you, bro.
Oof, really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Especially if you get famous, they're gonna want to make an example of you.
That's no good.
Yeah.
I can't lie, because I remember, like, back in college times, I knew one Iranian chick. She only went back there to get a thing in it. What's the classic? You know the thing, innit? Nose job, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like 50% of Iranian chicks.
And I was like, right. I was like, that's mad, I was like, I didn't know you was on that thing.
This keyboard, what's wrong with this keyboard?
No, it's good you smell snow wrong, innit? So, wow. There you go, yeah. Go on, tap that.
Is it the first one yet?
Yeah, pretty much. To be fair, you should see some of the, whatchamacallits. What do you have? Some of the street fights in Russia, bro, they're crazy. Yo, I remember one of my mates showed me one, it was crazy, bro.
Rocky did the same thing in Rocky 4. Did you know Rocky 4 is coming out on November 19th for one night in cinemas? It's the
Yeah.
director's cut.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, what's going to be different? That's what I want to know, innit?
No, they just adds 20 minutes of extra footage.
20 minutes extra footage. Fuck, man. Do you know what I miss back in the day, yeah? That I used to get. When I used to go out with my dad, yeah. Anywhere you go, not even anywhere you go, like, you go to specific shops, in it, probably like chicken shops, like Chicken Run, innit? Bro, there'd be the guy coming around with illegal copies of DVDs, or you go to a brother's house.
Oh yeah, that's how we used to get
All the
films in Iran, bro. There's like
Literally.
some guy has it in the streets to sell it to you, for
Literally.
$1. You get a DVD of a new film.
Yeah, bro. Legit, probably like walking away with like £6 worth of DVDs. It'll just have like a piece of paper with the movie on it, and then it's just like all like that. And I was thinking, those days were lit as fuck, bro. Cause when it came down to it, yeah, like I didn't even care if you see that little one Donny walking across the front of the screen, innit? Or you see one or two Don walking across the screen, bro. I was not asked in it. I was like, bro, I'm watching films I ain't never got to go and see before. But that brother there, you know what? God bless him, innit? He did some righteous things. Righteous things.
Look at this. I have to watch that now.
Do you know anyone you need to check? You've probably heard of him. It's called Wim Hof.
What's that?
He's like this guy that trains like.
Oh yeah, in the
breathing
snow.
technique. Yeah, he's
What's
crazy. Guy's like how old now?
Where's this place? This is beautiful.
Either I'm gonna say the Arctic or somewhere like Greenland or something. Yeah.
Yeah, this chick got dedication. Filming in that snow.
You see how she said she was constantly sick, but she's lying up in the snow like it's some easy shit, bro. Fuck that, man. Alright.
Well, this is beautiful though. This footage.
Nah, it's quality though. I swim, feel the power.
Uh-oh. What is this, therapy?
Looking like it's turning some porno, innit? We'll see.
Alright, we're gonna cut the camera off, guys.
It's gotta be PG for YouTube.
She doesn't want the cold to control her.
I mean, she needs to take them socks off still. That's some.
Have you taken cold showers before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it pretty much once a week.
I can't lie.
I don't go super cold though. I just go to the point where it just gives you the chills.
She went with the socks on. Fuck, bro. Not the socks. This bitch be crazy, man. I would at least took the socks off, man. What the fuck you gonna wear home?
But when you live in the cold, in those cold climates, it makes your body toned. Because you burn all that fat.
Yeah, it's good for you. Like,
Jesus Christ.
She used to slow breathing down. Do you know what the thing is? A lot of time when we jump in like cold showers or like ice baths or something, like I feel like the body's instant reaction is to tense up.
Yeah.
But then the one thing I realized is that once I just kind of just relax the muscle, just you got days of just
Yeah,
relax.
because that's the trick, right? Controlling your own
Yeah.
muscles.
You just got to tell yourself relax, and as soon as you relax,
Imagine if that's your girl, right? And she's like, let's go to my hometown, and you go there, and she goes into cold water, and you're freezing your ass off. She's like, come on, join me, and you don't want to sound like a pussy. She's like, okay, I'll join you, babe. And you jump in and you pass out.
Hey, five. If we want to, like, I reckon I could firm it. So we probably could do like 10, 20 minutes or something like that. Because I don't know what I say.
But once I go in there, I would dread wanting to come out, because once you come out, that's where the freezing, especially if the wind is blowing, it's gonna be terrible.
I'll tell you now, that's one nipple gone in it. You're straight.
Mm-hmm. Yo, her footage is beautiful. Who is this chick?
Quality camera, I'll tell you that.
Joanna
Jinton.
My name is Jonna Jinton. I'm a Swedish photographer and artist.
She's Swedish.
And I'm going to tell you the story of my journey.
Do you know what?
so wholesome.
Most important
Yeah,
decision
like
It's
the
making me
footage-
want to live in the woods and
I decided
hunt
to live
rabbits
in
for
a
my
in
breakfast.
the same town with
Honestly, I wouldn't mind living there.
I left
Yeah.
my
Right fingers.
studies.
I
My heart
well,
was
honestly,
longing for something
You gotta eat so many
once
calories.
probably
to
when
stay
I'm
alive.
in my 40s, and I have everything I want, I'll probably go live in
I moved to this
nature,
place,
some place like
a
that.
little village with tiny
Bro, I've had similar ideas. I've always thought, save up some pea, build a house, like Grenada or Jamaica, one of the two, and then just go back and have a little farm or something, bro.
Oh, look at that!
Do you know what I mean? Just
This is beautiful, Wow.
standard things, innit?
something beautiful to this world.
bro. I need to step up my game.
And reaches the soul.
Bro, there's
I
always
can
time.
call myself a filmmaker, saying this. Jesus.
Yo, there's time. You don't know what she does for a living, innit? You know what I mean? She wanna do she got 3.8 million.
Artist, musician, and filmmaker. She lives in, so it's north of Sweden.
Can't lie, if you see some power things up in Sweden,
Mm.
Yeah, man. I'm talking, different looking.
That's good. Yeah, I really want to travel. I really want to travel around, to the point where I can use my filmmaking as a means to travel, like go to these different countries and make the films there, South Korea, Bollywood. I was talking to Reese. He was like, "Oh, when are you gonna make your first big film?" I was like,
Big
"It's
film.
probably gonna be 20 years from now."
Yo, honestly, I would go down the Bollywood route, innit?
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, I'd invest in you. Just don't just don't make a Bollywood 90s film." And I was like, "That's probably an achievement, because Bollywood films they're hilarious, bro."
Mass production, bro.
Yeah, Bollywood.
Bro, literally. Do you know the good thing is about that? Yeah, is that man they get millions of views. Yo, I can't remember what it was called, innit? One of my guys put me on and he said it was like these teen movies, innit, bro? Just million, bro. It doesn't matter what happens, just millions and millions and millions of views. Just every video was like probably over 100 mil video views on everything. Cause do you know how many people live in that region?
In Bollywood, in India,
Billions, bro.
1 billion.
It says like a billion.
Yeah, it's the competition for the highest population is between China and India.
I feel like
They fuck like rabbits. Jesus Christ.
India might win,
Yeah, I'd go to India, bro.
Do you know what's crazy?
And that was a joke, people. Just to relax.
Do you know what the thing is, yeah? Oh, man. People talk about Delhi belly and all that kind of thing, and I'm like, bro, do you know what, yeah? I would actually firm it, bro, just because some of the food they cook on the street side looks leng, bro. Like,
Did you know that? I know we're talking about food. Did you know Indians have the lowest divorce rates?
really?
Yeah, in any community.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
No, I'm serious, bro.
How is that even possible?
It kind of like it comes down to culture, Because in West has the highest divorce rates. It's like over 50% or something.
Do you know what it is? I don't think the wife gets anything,
What you mean?
I mean, like, in terms of divorce, innit? Because some of them man are either Hindu,
wait, let me-
Sikh, or obviously Muslims altogether. But, like, I don't know how it works in terms of their system. But I think it might be quite...
Alright, the only requirement by mutual consent is the parties should have been living separately for a period of 1 year or more. Section 1B Hindu Act.
Marriage, 1955, divorce without a mutual consent.
How much the wife is entitled? The Indian Act.
Maintenance.
The husband is liable to pay maintenance till a woman's lifetime. So
Gee.
they're still gonna get monies
I don't... Fuck, man.
on the Parsi marriage. Because you know, I know it sounds fucked up, but the more countries are like about women empowerment, and the more women are, yeah, I'm empowered and I'm gonna divorce your ass.
I mean-
because I'm not gonna tolerate. They don't try to make it work, But in these countries,
Might as well make it work.
yeah, in
'Cause-
these countries, even though they have similar laws,
There's a lot of thing that goes on behind the scenes, isn't it? Like, there'll be some shit, like, culturally wise, isn't it?
that's
That'll probably be happening. You don't get to know about. Because it was like
that's true. That's true.
I was in work and then one of my guys was telling me he's travelled quite a bit. He was basically telling me like what was it? He said somewhere in like south of India or so, innit? Like the woman's like the female of the bride, the bride's family pays something towards the male's family, like in terms of like wedding or to pay for the wedding. Or
In
something.
Iran, it's we call it jahiziyah. Basically, the bride and the groom's family, they bring something for the house. So, for example, they buy the fridge. The other side buys the so
Like a
they make it
stove,
easy for them
yeah.
to move into a single house and build that family.
Okay, well, that makes sense, innit? Then he'll say something like that, innit? And he say because it's so expensive to have a female down in those parts, like I don't know. Probably someone have to fact check me on this.
But whatever they do, it works. Like the family.
Nah, but like they were saying, basically, he was telling me like if it's born a girl, they'll probably have it at the yard or something because they can't get to the hospital bills. Are expensive still.
Look at the sets though.
And then
They have some expensive sets.
I mean, the dance routines are immaculate. I ain't gonna lie. And then what did he say to me now? He said something like they shove like an ear of corn down the baby's throat or something, and then. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was telling me. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, they shove it down the baby's throat until it chokes, and then they just get rid of the baby girl until they have a boy or something, innit?"
Well, nah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
an old practice. That's an old.
And he's saying that was like a normal thing back, like in those parts, innit?
I mean, some crazy practices still exist in some minor areas, but
Oh yeah, 100%.
those are old practices, and these lot
bro.
don't practice it. Because the population is 1 billion, you have to realize there's so many different things they do and the variations.
Yeah, we're coming from a long line of culture.
But
innit?
I'd love to work there, bro. Imagine me just. I don't have to be the director. Just give me one of the cameras.
Do you know how many more times you're gonna be hearing cut because someone's off fucking beat,
Yeah, probably 200-300 times.
bro? Better fucking get it right the first
But
time.
look at these sets, bro. These sets are beautiful.
I can't lie. I feel like obviously with these ones, innit, it's lit, innit. But when these man started capping into CGI and all that good stuff, bro, these man went ham with it, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I don't know if you ever witnessed any of them Nollywood films, innit? Nollywood, yeah.
What is Nollywood?
Nigerian Hollywood.
Oh,
yeah.
Nigeria. Oh,
Yeah. Bro, even just type it in now, bro. Like,
I've watched them.
some of them are intriguing, to say the least. Like, can't lie. It's just funny.
I love bad movies, bro. Like Samurai Cop, stuff like that.
Yeah, what's my guy there?
Ayoma, we meet again. You don't need my wife, my soul, my sweetheart, my only woman.
Oh, she's got the Molly. What the fuck?
These were some of these ones, yo.
Avatar. Who's that, Harry Potter? I thought he has a wand for a second.
Him, yeah, he's a
Why are you
popular.
running?
Yeah, these are the moves.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Where? One up his ass. Look at that Spider-Man.
Oh, fam, I never thought you'd see this.
Oh, he's kind of ripped though.
I would like to. I would like to be a terrorist.
What? I don't know. For some reason, I found out I was a real.
You know
bottle.
how appropriate this is? Iconic British moments. That's what pops up.
Oh,
Also eaten
this fucking guy.
vegan sausage rolls. Are you a
Vegan.
I'm not.
Did you just say vegan?
Yeah, it's vegan.
Bro,
Right, I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
English is my second language.
I
How
don't
yours?
know why people. Why are you laughing for? What, Chris? Why are you laughing
Who's that?
for? Why are you I'm being
Liverpool.
serious. I'm being serious. No, you see.
Scousers are funny, man. I can't lie to you. Can't lie. One of the best accents in England, I think.
Like, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. But she doesn't, so she's not. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, we don't.
You know? My man, no. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, half the people when I'm talking to people when they have different accents, I just nod like I understand what they say, but I have no
joking.
clue what the fuck they're saying, bro.
It's a techie one. I can't lie. With Scousers.
But you know it's rude because I don't want to keep asking people. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat it? I just nod. Yeah, cool.
No, do you know what you just say to them at the start? Like, after they say something, just say to them, like, your accent's very thick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's just kind of like the, how would I say, the opener to be saying, like, yeah.
Yeah, they just keep saying stuff. My grandma just died. What? My grandma just died. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Oh, your grandma just died. Not cool. My condolences.
Bro, it's always a difficult one, I'll tell you, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it be, innit?
Make my passport expire. No. But it does mean you are entitled to a beautiful new blue passport.
Tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We got some odd people in here.
Tomorrow. No, tomorrow. Butter.
But
Butter.
I'm sure this is up north for, like, Newcastle.
Butter.
That's it. Say again.
Butter.
In the run-up to any competition,
Oh, this brother.
trainer puts him on a strict diet.
8 o'clock in the morning, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 10 o'clock, I'll have fish. At 12 o'clock, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 2 o'clock,
Is he serious?
I'll have fish.
Yeah. This is the thing, you know. This is like a big meme.
4 o'clock, just before I train.
He's not even specifying what fish he has. Do you have salmon?
Nah, this is like cod,
Yeah.
bro. You don't see that on-season fish in the stove, bro.
Fish.
So this is my lovely dress. Loved my dress. White was obviously a bit dodgy. Can you see the yellow stains? And also some that
The only British grandma I would hit.
where these mysterious yellow stains.
She's a grandma, right?
Actually,
Is she?
in fact, must
I think so.
clearly.
She's probably in her 50s.
Yeah. You know what I mean? She's got good hips. And,
Come on, move your body. I stop and stare at you. Walking on the shore.
Wait, they're not British.
I try to concentrate.
yeah, this is old X Factor. This.
To explore the tropical scene of you.
The other ones there, you must have take your brother with you as well.
Yeah.
No doubt you look so fine. Yeah, come on, just let me be with woman that I love. Woman that I love. Where's the lime sauce?
Come on, man.
I just need it.
This time.
Where's the lime sauce?
Yeah, Gordon has no chill.
Can I pay my mortgage? I've got money. Listen, Gemma.
I thought that was Adele for a second.
Huh?
I thought that was Adele for a second.
Ah, come on, bro. Don't do that like that. Yo,
Yeah, Adele's lost all that weight now.
Bro. Listen.
She went from she went from the nerd who works at a card factory to
to that
Fuck.
Gucci and Fendi.
Fuck life.
Yeah, of course. Bro.
Yeah, she's twerking.
Thank you.
Wait, that wasn't real, was it?
Nah, I think that was a genuine moment. I can't lie.
You guys watch together?
Remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Have you watched that comedy special from Bill Burr about Michelle Obama?
No.
Yeah, you have to see that.
Wagwan. Do you know what's crazy? I
What?
remember I was reading some quote and it was saying, not even quote, I think it was a video to be more accurate. Yeah, I was watching this video and then they were saying they do realise that a civilization starts to come into end to when the line between gender starts becoming blurred.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
thought was a bit crazy because when you think about it, it's just like, right, we see this generation now and these Gen
Yeah, I
Zs
saw
and
I
that.
saw a video from a guy who was like, Jesus is non-binary because he came out of a virgin vagina, and technically that means he doesn't have that male chromosome. So technically he doesn't have an assigned gender. So technically he's a please shut the fuck up and
come on, bro.
let us have some peace.
How you gonna justify that, bro?
Yeah.
How you gonna justify that? Come on.
Yeah. Did you know Adele was dating Skepta?
That's who she was dating. That was thug life. That was real.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Is that not still happening anymore? Or they still doing it?
You know, it kind of was like she lost all that weight and she was like, looked at the mirror and was like,
Big Skeppy.
why am I dating this dude? Why is he my husband? You know what? I'm looking nice though.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm gone.
Get on Big Skeppy.
That's kind
Clap
of
them cheeks, yo.
that's kind of savage, you know. Just leave your husband because you lost some weight.
Yeah.
Is that? I
think-
mean, we're judging it just by
I mean, shit.
overall picture. We don't know the specifics by
She
the
is-
looks of it.
She lost the weight. She lost 140 mil as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shit.
Damn man.
She might as well stay married to him, innit? You have to
Well,
keep
it
that
kind
money
of
there.
sucks though. Like, if I want to get rich, I don't want to get rich off a woman. You know, I don't want to be that guy where it's like, oh, you're a millionaire. You pull up in a Porsche, and everyone's like, haha, that's your wife's money.
I mean, shit, some man don't mind, innit, yo? We all believe in equal rights nowadays, innit? So, shit, you
I mean, I'd rather earn 50 grand a year than get 2 million from a woman that divorced me.
I mean,
You
shit.
know what I mean?
All's fair in love and war, my guy. That's what I say, innit? All fair in love and war.
Unless if she was my sugar mama and she left me some money before she said hi to Jesus.
I mean, a lot of
Indeed.
the time, like back in the day, it used to be the complete opposite. Like, women wouldn't be walking with anything, really. It would just be like, you should have to try and fend
But
for
yeah,
yourself.
watch this. This is hilarious.
But
Bill
more
Burr,
time.
I'm sick of Michelle Obama.
Sick, or I mean, that's a fine ass woman, bro. What's going on here?
All right, how are you? How's it going? Thank you for coming out with this wonderful A-leg. I just got back from Southeast Asia doing some stand-up over there.
God damn.
Really cool people. Yeah,
How do you manage to do that shit?
wonderful people. Unbelievable level of poverty and stuff. Then we go off the stage.
God damn, son.
Makes it hard to complain though, you know? You see that level of poverty, come back, your throat's all itching and stuff. Probably got Ebola. You know? That would be a good thing to bring that here, you know? Just to kind of thin out the traffic a little bit, right? Why don't they ever just let it burn through one time? Why do we always gotta like jump on it?
Predict the corona.
Isn't that one of those selfish thoughts? Like, what if
seems
it was
like
a bunch of people who died, nobody you knew or loved, right? And then the next day you just get to tear right through the Lincoln Tunnel at about 5 in the evening, right? The only thing you'd have to suppress is the guilt of not missing those people you didn't know, right?
He's talking about the bombing of the
I should say
Manchester Arena.
Coca-Cola, I don't know anything about
Okay,
it.
okay.
Other than if you get it, you have this unbelievable urge to go to the airport. Right? I don't know what it is. Nobody gets a ball that just has the decency to just walk out in the woods by themselves and just bleed out like a gentleman, right? For some reason, you gotta go right down to the airport.
Fucking
Can
hell.
I downgrade to a middle seat?
Downgrade.
Fuck.
So, I'm sick of Obama's wife. Yeah. This isn't some Republican rant either. It's just kind of first ladies in general. You know, I don't know what it is. All throughout my life, with each presidency, like these first ladies, they've just gotten more and more like chatty. You know?
Yeah.
More and more
Okay.
chiming in, like leaning into the frame, spitting out their ideas. It's just like, well, why are you talking? Right? You weren't elected. Shut up. Your husband's not running a lemonade stand here. He's running the country. You don't just chime in. Let me guess, is this considered sexist? It is? Why? Oh, okay, you just nodded there, lady. Let me ask you this, alright?
Was it the
Let's say you
blanket?
had a leak in your house. Okay, you call a plumber up.
I think so.
He shows up, and he goes, yeah, I think the leak's coming from the upstairs bathroom. We need to shut it off, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden his wife walks in. Who isn't a plumber? And he goes, yeah, you know, I'm actually taking care of it. What you be like, with all due respect? Shut the up. I need a plumber in this moment. I'll extend an olive branch here. Alright, at some point, there's gonna be the first female president, right? Exactly. Which means at
Some
that
point.
you're gonna have the first male first lady, right? And when that happens, that dude needs to shut his trap. I don't wanna hear a word out of him. I wanna hear from the president. You, sir, go do some first lady stuff, alright? Go get yourself some gloves that go up to your elbows. Smile and nod during speeches. Go put your own flair, redecorate the White House, right? Which leads you to Michelle Obama, right? Now she's sitting there, holding up those hashtags. Remember that hashtag, bring back our girls? Remember that? It's like, it blew my mind. It's like, why are you showing me that? I'm a stand-up comedian. Like, what am I gonna do to get those girls back? Why don't you look across the dinner table? It's like, you see that guy? That is the leader of the free world. Tell him to pick up a phone, call some Navy SEALs and solve it. What am I gonna do? Show up with a sharpened mic stand? Hey, Michelle said to bring them back! Oh, it's unreal.
Everything he says is facts, though.
Yeah, man. I'm sure, wasn't he close with Patrice O'Neal as well?
Yeah, they were kind of like, they were friends.
Yeah. Them guys, they were some, I'll say, legends of the
Yeah.
community.
Have you watched the Black Phillip show?
Bro, whenever I'm doing like a quick home workout, yeah, why not slap on a Black Phillips?
Though that was like the original podcast, you know. I look at it that way because it was so nice.
Patrice O'Neal was a shining example of not giving a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, he brought on, the female he just roasted on the first show.
yeah,
That was classic.
hilarious.
And they used to clown Kevin Hart together, because Kevin was like new to their group,
Oh, yeah,
like when they
yeah.
were touring.
When he was picking, I think I remember Kevin Hart made a comment. He said he threw a phone book on the stage, and he was like, read it. Your material was awful. And I was like, shit. Imagine getting flamed on stage by one of the best guys in it, in a tiny little comedy club.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
I mean, he's right, the first ladies.
I mean, seeing the first male, innit? The first male first lady would be interesting to see.
We might see it sooner than later, with Kamala Harris, because
I
she's
feel-
the VP.
I think she might get the leg up there, you know.
Yeah, because Biden's in. He's like
Full
he's in
effect, innit?
I don't want to say, but he looks like he's might be getting close to his.
I don't know. Biden's a questionable Donny, innit? Like,
Yeah.
literally, when it comes down to America picking a president, they pick out the two worst possible candidates, if I'm quite honest, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's downsides to each candidate, and, their credentials don't really back that shit up, innit?
Yeah, I mean, it's just it is what it is.
What more do you expect from a baby nation, innit?
Mm.
They think they're the best. It's like, having the youngest sibling.
Mm.
They think they're the best, and they think they're the most loved child, and they get anything they want.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
what it's like.
I'm getting hungry as hell. Let's go eat something.
You go eat something.
Yeah, let's go eat something.
It's a pussy, man.
Thank you for yeah, that's the dessert.
I mean, some whipped cream.
Coming, ladies.
All right. Well, it was nice coming on the show.
No problem.
Nice
bro.
chat, bro. Till
Bro.
next time, guys. I clicked the wrong one.